There are a lot of signs that XRP is about to make its next big move. And I think there are some great swing trading opportunities if you buy at the lows and sell at the highs. I've been doing this very successfully for a few months, and I'm going to show you why I think what's happening is really happening. That being said, I'd like to start off quickly by showing you my Discord. This is where I keep track of all my trades and anyone can see them. This was a trade I just finished. You can see another deal I made that was closed if we scroll up a bit more. You can see another deal that was closed if we scroll up a little more. We keep scrolling up and see another one and another one. There are a lot of them. This page has all of my trade records. This is another one, 65%. We come all the way up here, we can see more, 50% and 48%. It's been months since I did this. It all began in February. You can see more longs closed, and so on. A huge number of trades happen in my Discord group. You can see my whole trading past going back to January, which proves I know what I'm talking about. That being said, XRP hasn't made any big new all-time highs for most of the time I've been showing these trades to the Crypto Crusaders group. That hasn't stopped us from making up to 400% in 1 month though. During most months, it's around 100%, which is still completely crazy when you add up all those numbers and multiply them over a long time. I want to show you guys this. This is my Bit Unix chart. And this is where the magic happens. You know, right now, this doesn't go back very far, but you can see a few days in the past. That's how far back Unix's history goes. You can see, anyway, all of these buys happen on days that are red, and they all sell on days that are green. On days that are green, they all buy and sell. On days that are green, they all buy and sell. Like clockwork, I buy in these places every single day when there is a good chance to do so. And yes, I just bought again not long ago. Like I said, I'm about to buy again after seeing what I'm about to show you. Now, please pay attention to nothing I say is supposed to help you with your money. Sharing my ideas, what I've learned, what I'm doing, and what works for me without expecting anything in return. That does not mean that I am giving tips about money in this video. Get financial help from a licensed financial provider somewhere else if you want it, right? Now or guide. Having said that, I look at a few different things. When I want to get into XRP in a good way, first, I like to look at the stochastic RSI all the time. I use more than just the stochastic RSI, but when I see that it's overbought, I usually want to take profits and sell a lot of my stocks. This isn't always the case though. It's pretty much over here, as you can see. It was pretty much over here. The stochastic RSI is just there to give me a feel for the market as a whole. Most of the time, I like to buy when the stochastic RSI is below 50. It's a very strong sign, especially on a big red day when prices are almost going too low. Then I like to sell right before we reach our peak. Also, I don't always get it right. That's what I want to make very clear. There's no one else who does, but I like making good money, and I've been very good at that. The FBB is the second thing I always look at here. There is a support level just below us, and I can see that the bands are starting to open up. From what I can tell, XRP is now getting ready for some much bigger moves. Furthermore, this bottom support line, which is the green line you can see, will keep going down over time. And it's also likely that the top resistance line will start to move up over time. This tells us that the lowest points we might reach are lower and the highest points we might reach are higher. It's every trader's dream to come true. Basically, this means that you have the chance to get really good low entries and the chance to get really good profit-taking entries when it goes up. This is where I usually get those big trades that I showed you guys that are 50% or more. When we see these bands start to open up like this, that's when I made my first purchase, since I could see that we were breaking below this support line. Also, I don't want to put all my money into one trade. I just want to widen my view. I will only be doing a small part of my total futures portfolio, and every time we go down and touch the bottom support line again, I add more. When we see that turn around and start to test the top resistance line again, like we did here, that's when I want to sell. In addition, I want to say that this has been a huge success for me, that it's helped me make a huge amount of money that has changed my life and the lives of many other people I share this information with, who are also using the knowledge and information that many of these signs give us. When you combine longer term indicators like the stochastic RSI with shorter term ones like the FBB and make an analysis based on them, it does give you a huge edge over other people on the market who are just winging it, trading based on their emotions and waiting for big news. Most new dealers are just waiting for something big to happen in the news, and as soon as it does, they go long. However, the markets don't always react the way they think they will, and when they see that their position is going down, they panic sell and lose money because they don't understand a lot of the signs that I'm giving them, like when something is overbought or oversold, when we're at a bottom support line or a top resistance line, and what usually happens right after that. As you can see, this is a very clear example of how we start to climb again every time we hit that bottom support line. And every time we hit this top resistance line, we quickly fall back to the bottom support. There is a much better chance for you if you use these tools than if you don't. That is a very simple sentence. Just because of that, I believe there will be some pretty big changes and a lot of volatility right now based on the data I've seen with these tools. And I think there's a lot of room to do really well in these markets if you make the most of it. At least that's what I'm doing in my Discord group. And just like I showed you earlier, I put all of my trades there. Every trade I make, the trades I make with my partner, sign up for one of my 2 partnered exchange links using my website's referral link. That's all you have to do to get entry, which is free, by the way. Below the NX or BTCC, they both offer great bonuses that you can only get through my link and aren't available anywhere else. BNX and BTCC both offer bonuses of up to $8,000 0 cents and $10,000 0 cents for depositing and moving a cryptocurrency from another exchange. NX, on the other hand, has huge trade discounts, which is truly amazing. I trade most of the time on BNX, but BTCC is also a great market. There are a few things I want to do. Just make sure that you can get them where you live. That is really important. Once you've signed up, you need to make a deposit and then fill out this form with your email address and exchange 30. You'll then get an email with straight links to my Discord and Telegram. There's nothing else to it. You can join either one or both. There are also all the trades I just showed you and everything I'm doing right now that you can access. This way you can get more information and hopefully learn something about how people are doing well in these markets, since there are a lot of very successful traders there who will back up what we're doing. To sum up, I believe some truly amazing moves are about to happen here very soon. I'm getting ready for it. I'm very excited about it. If we hit lower lows and you're just sitting on your XRP and not making any money from it, you can now join a group where we're actively making money off of these moves, and you can see what we're doing and decide what you want to do with that. After all is said and done, it's your choice. Even though I don't give financial advice, you can copy those moves if you want to.